I went on live 8 seconds early, just to surprise everyone. So that Powerball is 467 million, and Mega Millions is like 900 million. So, what would I do with 10% of that? 1% of that. Anyway, hello everyone. It's been a while. If you notice, the background's green. We just watched the on Peacock the show for Wicked. They just sang songs and all. They're really preparing. They're really sitting here and setting this thing up for a marketing blitz. So, couple things. By now, I assume you've all seen Bad Ben Poltergeist, and I'd like to know what you thought of it. And also, I want to let you know that in addition, the full movie is now up on Bad Ben TV. Hi, Adam. Hi, Becky, Lisa, Jennifer, Roscoe, I guess. And hopefully I didn't miss anyone. And the full movie's now up on Bad Ben TV. It's actually been up since Thursday. And also something new for those of you that aren't subscribers to Bad Ben TV, we have, hi Mary, we have, I started something called watch.badbentv. That allows you to watch Poltergeist right now is on there, and it's only $1.99. Gives you 30 days access. So hopefully I sell a couple of them over the weekend, because I want to see if people, I want to make it affordable so the most possible people that could see it. Is that even proper English? The most possible people. Also, those of you that are YouTube subscribers to the Benite Bronze, right now as we speak, in the background here, the full film is uploading to YouTube. And well, there's not a whole lot difference if you watched it in pieces, but at the very end of the final scene, it says there's a slate, like 2 slates, that gives some info. 3 slates. One says Pat. By the way, there's going to be some spoilers here, folks, but it's been out for part 3's been out for over a week now, and the full movie's been out for a couple days. But at the end, right after the investigators leave, there's a slate comes up that says there's a couple mysteries remain. Pat said he did not send that birthday present or a card, or he didn't talk to Tom on the telephone, or Nigel on the telephone. And then it says Holly says during the time this occurred, she never talked to Tom on the telephone. And then, hi, Holly. Hi, Lisa. Oh, hi, Lisa. Lisa, I already said hi, but I'm glad you love the movie. And the final slate says, no one knows the identity of Gigi Paranormal. That was a very important character in this film. Holly did not leave. No, that was in the movie.
Hello.
See, she's right there yelling from the sidelines.
With the dogs.
With the dogs. We're all down here. It was very warm down here today for this time of year. It was 72 degrees it got for a high. Hi, London. That's an awesome name, London. But yeah, so that movie was kind of like Back to Bad Ben in that there was only one character in the entire film. Now, I will tell you, let's say that was, by the way, this is my holy sweatshirt. But J-Lo says hi, Holly.
Yeah.
By the way, if this was the last film, one thing to remember, and a lot of you guys are smart, you would think of this anyway. Not all of you. A couple of you are some real. No, I'm only kidding. When I walk out the garage in the first scene, I say, Holly, we're done filming. There's no more filming. The movie's done. So that was not the ending of Frankenstein. That's basically me saying a film was shot before the events that occurred in Bad Ben 15, Poltergeist. Juan says the first movie was insane. Well, I've been called insane. Ronnie made a comment that she said, it's sad. I have feelings. She said, I want to talk. I have feelings. So. Hey, John, by the way, I cannot message you on Facebook. That day you said you were stopping by here, I responded to you like 10 times to tell you I was not home. And it just says unable to send to you. And your Facebook picture is blank. But I responded to you constantly or many times. So you probably want to email me. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer Emerson. Hi, Dawn. I recognize Dawn from the credits. I think, right? You know, Everyday Dose is this coffee I drink every morning. It's a mushroom coffee, and it has had positive effects. I like it. So I started making Holly one too, which meant my monthly subscription wasn't enough. So I went to add a second package a month, and somehow I added a second subscription of 2. So I was getting 4 a month. And, it's like $70 or something for 2 of them. And I wound up getting that for like 3 months. So I canceled all subscriptions, figured I'd go through this and then I'd restart the subscription. Meanwhile, I'm getting offers for half off and all this stuff because they think I quit. So I tried something called Rise first, and that tasted like I imagine ass tastes. And I say I imagine because I don't go there. And Rise was just not, for me, I didn't like it. Some people say this stuff called Cuppa is really good. I haven't tried that. When I ran out of Everyday Dose once, I got this stuff called Mud Water. It was actually sold water. It was actually shown on sold at Target. I picked that up, and that was like, it was not good. But Everyday Dose is good. Do you like it, Hal?
What?
Everyday Dose?
Yes, I do.
Yes, she does. Saiyan Genesis, change your name again. Hi, Nigel. This is Colin. Glad the video got taken down for copyright. It was almost immediate once you replied to my email. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be here either, John, because I have to go. Tomorrow, the breast cancer walk, my sister's a cancer survivor, 2-time cancer survivor. And it was scheduled for October, but it was when that nor'easter came through, so it was canceled. And it's rescheduled tomorrow's the day. But it's not going to be a walk. It's just going to be inside like the Civic Center. And so we're just going anyway. So I'm not going to be here. And so Poltergeist was, I'm looking a little towards the future here. I really want to do something special for Christmas. There's nothing up here asking for donations or anything, but if you go to badben.com, there is. Now, if you hit on the shop or in the email I sent you today, there's I want to do a Christmas animation that I would want it to be 22 minutes. So that, and there's a reason for 22 minutes. The standard in the industry for anything that ever winds up TV is typically like 21 and a half minutes. And then 9 minutes of that is devoted to commercials, believe it or not. Half of 2/3 of a half-hour show is show. And then there's the other third is commercials. But usually hour-long shows or half-hour long shows are 21 minutes. Hour-long shows are typically 41 or 42 minutes. Or an hour if they're meant for streaming in the first place, like this is. Also, did I already go over the pay-per-view? I didn't go over it here. Something new for those of you. I want as many people as possible to see this. It's available on your computer or your phone or your tablet. It's a software that's designed for phones and tablets and computers, where a lot of people watch their stuff now on phones or tablets. And it's called watch.badben.com. So where you would typically put in badben.com, if you put watch.badben.com, it'll take you to a page where you can purchase it I said this already. Pay-per-view, and it's only $1.99, and that's for 30 days. And also, if I didn't mention this to you, those of you that are YouTube subscribers to Benite Bronze, right now in the background, the full film is uploading. So you could, I'll take down parts 1 and 2, which were up there, but the full film will be up there. It's an hour and 38 minutes with credits. Credits take up a big part. But yeah, the supporting the Christmas animation is on badben.com. If you see shop, click on shop. That'll take you to it. It was in the email. But there's also an opportunity. And it's not that much money, but for to have your face or the face of a friend or family member as one of the elves that will be in the movie. So it's a lot of fun. It's kind of cheap. Also, Holly's been making these things, and she's Holly Hobby. So colorful crafting hobby. Anyway, she knits these things, and I said you should sell these. So these are going to be available on the shop. I got to be careful. The dogs think they're toys. This is a turtle. You see Archer up here? He wants to eat it. This is a turtle. This is an owl. Archer, that's not a toy. And this is a cat, which she gave me for my birthday. But I said, make me another one. Make these available for sale. So.
And the raven, I sent you a picture with the raven.
Right, and it's too hard for me to get it up on here with that proper prep. So she also knit. See, isn't that cool? And I'm telling you, if you felt this, it's rugged and it's soft. And Archer,
Archer, come here. Come here. Archer.
He's something else this morning. Come on up if you want and say hi. Come on. They can't see you because it's dark. I know, that's racist. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Thank you. You could see his big tongue. Hey, Squatch, how you been? The cat, yeah, it's nice. The turtle and the cat are big. You could see them because you can figure out the size of my hand. I'm not an infant. I'm 60 now. My God. And Archer. Anyway, the turtle's awesome. The cat's awesome. Also in my van, which, guess what? The van. We're coming home from, you've heard me talk about Bagliani's before. And it's a Italian, like, market deli we go to up in Hamilton. We're on the ride home, and I start hearing a funny noise in the car. And the transmission went. Guess what it costs to fix? $6,500. Now it's a 9-year-old vehicle, but guess what else? When I bought the vehicle, I got a lifetime warranty in it, which was just built into the payment, so it was minimal. And I've only ever used it once to repair the air conditioner, but it's been at the dealership now going on 2 weeks. On Monday will be 2 weeks it's been there. And they contacted me, said that they're just trying to get the deductible work or the approval from the warranty company. And it's a $200 deductible, but the rest will be covered. So $6,300 of that repair would have been covered. Well, then he contacts me last week and he says to me, the value of the car is only $5,700. So they'll write you a check for $5,700 and you can keep the van. And I said, what good's that going to do me? If I want to get it repaired, I have to pay $6,500 for it. I can't. So you're telling me this lifetime warranty, which, by the way, when they pay me $5,700, it cancels the warranty. I said, so this lifetime warranty I had is not covering for the lifetime. It's now saying that the repair will cost more than the van. So we're going to pay you what the van is worth. And you know what else you're doing? You're giving me a car payment. I would have to go buy a car then, or pay to have the transmission replaced, use the $5,700 towards $6,500. So I said to the guy, this guy's in the middle. He works at the dealership. He's not the warranty company. I said to that guy, all over the internet at car dealerships, if I put in that vehicle with that mileage on it, they're selling for $10,000, $9,800, $10,000, $11,000. So here's their choice: fix my car or give me a check for $10,000. So I haven't heard back from them yet, but I suspect they'll fix the car. And then if they want to cancel the warranty, that's fine. But yeah, so we've been driving around in Holly's car, and so it's been a time. We had no trick-or-treaters for Halloween, not a one. But I hope some of you will hop on board for the Christmas animation. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning on you. Last night we watched Downton Abbey, the grand finale. It was okay. It was basically a 2-hour long Downton Abbey episode. Tonight we watched. There was something else on the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein with Jacob Elordi.
Sable, come on.
She's all right. That came out on Netflix. That's 2.5 hours. Oh, Squatch, was it you that told me about that film? I think it was you, emailed me. This film that's on Tubi called The White String or something. Or, Squatch, you got to tell me what the name of it was. And he says, dude, it's Bad Ben. It's in some cases, in some instances in it, it is identical to Bad Ben. So I go watch it. Well, one of the things, it's only 45 minutes long, but I go watch it, and it's actually, I know you guys tend to be very protective of me and Bad Ben, but I didn't actually consider it like a ripoff. I mean, it was a ripoff, but I wasn't offended, and I would recommend that anybody that's got Tubi, I think, was it called The White String? Anyway, there's a scene like when it first opens, the guy bought the house at a police auction, and he's driving down the street, and he pulls in the driveway just like Bad Ben. And he talks about buying it. And then there's just stuff throughout it that is so big. And Bad Ben was 2016. This film was made in 2020, I think. And then he says, there's a scene where he's sitting at the kitchen table and he calls the police because he says, well, there was a white string on the mirrors, which never made sense. But he calls the police and he says, don't you have to disclose this? It was almost me at the kitchen table. And there was just so much that was just like Bad Ben. And, if the person had contacted me and said, watch Bad Ben, I watched Bad Ben. I loved it. I'm making a film that pays homage to it, like Roscoe said. And that's what I think they were kind of paying homage. But I think you guys that are fans of Bad Ben would be fans of this. By the way, there's a scene at the end of Poltergeist where I'm getting attacked in the attic. And, I was slowly losing my mind through this film, getting under more and more stress. And I tried to off myself earlier. And then I get upstairs and I say, why didn't you just kill me? Why didn't you kill? And, I'm yelling at him. And then when it jumps on me and I fall back and it's choking me, it's killing me. Some of you may not have been able to hear this. It depends on how good your speakers are on your TV, or if you've got a sound system, or if you had earplugs. But I say, when it's choking me and it's killing me, I say, thank you. Like, thank you for ending my suffering. Well, Stephanie, you'll have to send us a picture of the baby Ben you sewed. So, yeah, we had no trick-or-treaters. I did, though, the grocery store I frequent, they wear costumes on Halloween, and one girl had on this. It was just hysterical. It was a inflatable, but it went around her waist, and the front of it was a horse's head, and then her legs were the front horse's legs, and thank you, Maria, and the back legs were our horse's legs, and then the house and the white string. Yeah, something close to that, but yes. Um, and she had on a cowboy hat, and like her body comes out the top of the horse with little fake legs on the side. It was the best. Yeah, we only in 25 years we've had two trick or treaters, and that was a setup because my pharmacist, I went in there to pick up a prescription, and I said, whoever comes to my house is going to hit pay dirt because we never get trick or treaters, and I always get all this candy. So so they came to the house. So they left with a lot of shit. The Bad Ben mug is nice, Maria. First of all, it's dishwasher safe. Although I will say you don't want to go. Most people just rinse out a coffee mug and then they wipe it out. Um, our coffee mugs, which are we usually drink in, we throw in the dishwasher. But any coffee mug with a design on it, I typically, even though these things are dishwasher safe and I paid extra for them, we I don't recommend if you could just rinse it out and put it on a drying rack or something. I recommend that because it's black and that will eventually turn like a almost like a gray, like a white. I think so, but that's good. We also have ornaments, still some left over from last year. So your Christmas stuff. In fact, I owe one of the Fitches an ornament, and I owe you the that head, that bowl. It's sitting right over there. Um, what was that called? Squid Game. It's sitting right over there where I do my mailing. I just really don't have a box for it, but I'll figure it out. Well, I did see a video, Lisa, of a senior center where they took um, kids in, and all the seniors had candy, and they were handing them out. And this one little girl was, first of all, they all thought she was adorable, and she was. And she's walking through, and they're all giving her candy. So I don't know how many other kids were there. Yeah, the hello Argentina. I Dari. I can figure out that you said hello from Argentina, but anything other than that. Lisa, is Alugali Spanish? If so, you might have to translate. Adam says we're coming down to get it. We're leaving now. Well, tell Mama happy birthday from Uncle Tom. I don't know that that will be received as it was intended. So, the guy that played like the lead detective at the end of the movie, Mike Everland, I didn't put him and his wife's names in the credits. Anyway, he, if you remember, was in Bad Ben Eulogy. Uh, well, Lisa's not going to be able to help. And so I said to him, hey, because he just got married in the past year, and I saw pictures of him and his wife at their like where they got married, and I said, "Hey, how would you like to play a detective at the end of this film?" So about 3 weeks ago on a Sunday, we shot that in about 15, 20 minutes. And the kid that walked out carrying the computer, his name's Bill. And Bill, I know, obviously, and he also is a distributor for Canada Dry, which is a Pepsi product. Well, he turned us on to this drink called, what's it called? Mandy Petty?
Manny Petty.
Manny Petty. No, it's called, what's it called?
I don't know what you're saying.
The soda Bill turned us on to.
Oh, it's Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple.
7 Up.
7 Up. It's Shirley Temple, and they've got a zero sugar version and a regular version, and it's really good. It's like cherry Coke is supposed to taste. So I recommend you guys give it a try if you have a chance. It's a limited time, so I don't know when its time is up. Does pumpkin coffee sell through Thanksgiving?
I think so.
I know now you can buy it year round, but pumpkin spice, I don't know. I think it carries on through Thanksgiving. Oh, you guys are going to laugh, but you saw in the movie where the Christmas trees are up in the living room still. I never took them down. We didn't turn them on. They don't have decorations on them, but the Christmas trees were up. Well, last week I half decorated them. We did, and the lights are on. Is it too soon? Too soon, folks. Yeah, he said Stop and Shop and Walmart. You're welcome, I dare. I don't know what a Fernet Branca is. I imagine it's a drink because you said with Coca-Cola. Where are you at, I dare? Where are you located? Just a country or state. I suspect that you're from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Well, I got a question for you. How are you watching Bad Ben? Silence, crickets. Oh, wait. If you're on YouTube, I am very curious how you're watching my films in Argentina. By the way, subscribers to the yeah, but how are you watching them? Are you watching them on YouTube? Are you what? Because the channel is not, as far as I know, is not available in Argentina. It could be, but I want to know what you're watching them on. John Chiz. That sounds like a name of somebody that you want to party with. Oh, now he's John Chisholm. Still sounds like a name you want to party with. So what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm hanging out with Chiz. Chiz and I were going to go bowling, but we decided to go to a bar instead. And there happened to be a convention in town of one-legged people. And so the bar was loaded with all these one-legged people. And that's when I got an idea. If you pair yourself up, if you've got like your left leg and you're missing your right leg, and you meet somebody with no left leg, for the rest of your lives, you guys can buy a pair of shoes and split them. Right, Hal?
Yes.
See? Always thinking. Always thinking.
That's you. Always thinking.
That happened when Chiz and I were at the bar.
Can you believe this? These people going nuts over the Starbucks cup?
What is that, like the Stanley Cup?
No, it's like shaped like a bear, and people are losing their minds. They're fist fighting over these cups.
You guys know about the latest fad? The Starbucks cup?
Here, I'll send you a picture. I know you can't show it, but Starbucks Bear Cup it's called. You'll be shocked at how ridiculous.
She's sending me a picture of the Starbucks cup. I can hold my phone up to the screen if it's big enough.
It's called the Starbucks Glass Barista.
Did you send it?
I'm sending it now.
Well, come on. People got things to do.
All right, it's sent it.
It's an ornament or a cup? No, it's a cup.
It's a cup, and people are punching each other to get it.
This, can you guys can't really see that on here. That's a bear cup at Starbucks, and people are beating each other up for it. Well, don't you remember the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Yeah,
Somebody killed somebody,
and they still have it.
and that person's still dead. So anyway, folks, I've been on here for 40 minutes. I just want to check in, want to let you know you can pay per view. Mind Trainer, by the way, I saw you subscribe to Bronze. Bad Ben 15 Poltergeist is now up there in the Bronze section. Well, thanks. He said I should do a scene in a movie where I'm singing and the spirits freak out. What are you trying to say? I sound like a dork? I did sing in the first Christmas special. I sang Joy to the World. Lisa Alugali says that Starbucks glass is selling on eBay for $25,000.
That's so ridiculous.
They probably are. See, if they're on YouTube watching it, sometimes like I've had people from other countries, you're really only supposed to put, unless you have subtitles in the native language, you're only supposed to put up films that are either dubbed or you're only supposed to put films up in a section. And where that language is spoken. And
anybody excited about watching Stranger Things?
Yeah, Stranger Things is coming out at the end of the month. And John, Chiz, if I come to Salem, you're going to have to fight with Adam and J-Lo Fitch. Because they're my Salem people. And it's very, John, it's very, very rare anymore that I go to Starbucks or even Dunkin'. First of all, they're idiots at the Dunkin'. It's the slowest line ever. Because I always get the person in front of me saying, what's your favorite horror movie? I ask me, it's one that I pay for or one that I pay for a streaming channel that plays it. McDonald's, she's been getting one of these coffees from McDonald's, and they're how much?
$1.
Unbelievable. $1.
And a large.
A large. Thank you, Lisa. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here now. And it was nice to see everyone. Remember, if you want to watch the film pay-per-view, it's only $1.99. Gives you a full 30 days access. And you can watch it at watch.badben.com. Subscribers you can watch on Bad Ben TV. All right, folks, I'm hopping off here. See you. Love you. Bye for now.